Spoken Word by Energetic Flow. The Sacred Art of Seeing. We have been taught to look, to measure, to compare, to judge, to scan a face and believe we know a story, to witness a body and believe we have met a soul, to hear a title and believe we understand a life. Yet how many treasures have been overlooked because they arrived quietly? How many brilliant minds were dismissed by appearances? How many tender hearts were never discovered because no one stayed long enough to listen? We live in a world that has mastered looking yet forgotten how to see. For seeing is a sacred act. It asks more of us than the eyes alone. It requires presence. It requires curiosity. It requires the willingness to meet another being without reducing them to a single moment, a single label, a single chapter. The elder is more than the lines upon their face. The child is more than their years. The laborer is more than their occupation. The stranger is more than your assumptions. The woman is more than her beauty, and the man is more than his achievements. The human is more than the role they perform, which within each being lives an invisible universe. Dreams unspoken, sorrows survived, wisdom earned, love carried, and worlds imagined. How often do we pass one another as if we are objects in a landscape, never realizing we are walking among galaxies? What if we listened before concluding? What if we wondered before judging? What if we sought understanding before certainty? The world would soften, walls would become doorways, differences would become invitations, and the distance between hearts would begin to dissolve. For every soul longs for the same simple miracle, to be witnessed, not for what they possess, not for what they produce, not for how they appear, but for who they are. May we become people who look beyond the obvious. May we learn the sacred art of meeting essence before image, presence before projection, truth before assumption. May we slow down enough to discover the quiet treasure hidden within one another. May we remember that every person we meet is carrying a story we cannot see from the surface. And may future generations inherit a world where beings are not merely seen but truly known. For when we learn to see one another, we remember something ancient. That beneath every name, every face, every role, every story, there is a living mystery worthy of curiosity, worthy of compassion, worthy of reverence. And perhaps the greatest gift we can offer one another is not our judgment, but our presence. Not our assumptions, but our attention. Not our conclusions, but our willingness to truly see. For beneath the surface of every life is a universe waiting to be discovered. Sincerely, Energetic Flow.